when do you do a female Continental Classic? And so I pulled up as many people on the AEW roster that I could think of. And let's go through some names. So the men's C2 last year had 12 wrestlers. So there were 2 brackets or 2 draws with 6 people in it each. So I wanted to see if we could figure out who those 12 would be.
Mm-hmm.
So the 12 could be, where's my notes here? Okay. Obviously Mercedes and Tony. Those are easy. Athena, that would be another easy one.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie Hayter, as long as she's healthy, I think that's another easy one. So that's 4. You would put Willow and you would put Chris. There you get to 6. Then it starts to become a little dicier. I think they would probably want Megan Bain in there.
Mm-hmm.
That would be 7.
Mm-hmm.
Would you put Mina Shirakawa in there?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so there's 8.
Okay.
Queen
Aminata.
Okay, so you have the Queen.
And Tekla.
You're risking though with the Queen. You are risking the injury factor here.
You are, but I mean, you're doing that with some
okay. So no,
like
so I let's put the Queen. Let's put Tekla in there.
So now that's 10.
Okay.
Could you Billy Starks?
So let me give you the list of the rest of the people, and we'll pick 2 out of these folks.
Okay.
Now I don't think it's going to happen, but you brought her name up before. Britt Baker, not going to happen. Not her strength either to do a bunch of matches. There's Thunder Rosa. There's Hikaru Shida, who we have no idea where she is.
I think visa issues. So
okay.
Yeah,
that might be hard.
She's available. Yeah.
Julia Hart, Deonna Purrazzo, Billy Starks, Anna Jay, Sky Blue, Harley Cameron. Red Velvet's hurt, correct?
Yeah, I don't know how seriously, but she is definitely hurt.
Serena Deeb is also hurt.
Is she?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
Yeah,
she hasn't been around.
I think she's been wrestling, like not in AEW, but I think I've seen her name on some indies and stuff. I think she wrestled on Rev Pro, I think.
Nyla Rose, I don't know what Nyla Rose is doing.
Nothing.
Someone asked us about Camille last night because of the idea that Wardlow came back. I was like, not so sure about that one. Penelope Ford, Alex Windsor, and Ty Mello.
Okay, yeah, Alex Windsor for sure.
Okay, so that would be 11.
She should have been in like the top ones. I'd even put her in there over Queen. I would say Anna Jay for the other one. She did the Stardom Grand Prix last year.
So that's 12.
Yeah.
Would there be an outside person? Could you bring in someone from Stardom,
Sure.
Bring in someone from CMLL, bring back Bozilla, baby?
Yeah, I mean, Bozilla seemed to get over. I don't know.
I don't know if Bozilla can do 6 matches though. That might be tough.
Yeah, well, she just did the Stardom thing too.
How did she do in there?
I don't know. Well, she was in the semifinals because she got eliminated from the semifinals, and that's Tony said that's how she was available.
We should have Scott E wrestling.
Yeah, but no, like I don't know how good the matches are. I've seen her twice. This match that she did on the weekend and against Megan Bain on WrestleMania weekend, and I mean they were both fine. Like she's good. She's a power wrestler. I mean I don't think she's any better or worse than Nyla Rose, but she's new.
Yeah,
so
and she's young.
And she's really young.
Yeah.
21. Yeah, I mean, you could bring in Riho. I don't know if she's still hurt.
Oh, yeah. We could. I didn't mention Riho.
Yeah. Or, people, Siri. That would be huge if Tony could get her. And there's other names. And I'm not up on the Stardom women as much as I should be, but I know there's a lot of great names over there that are all good wrestlers. So, whenever they show up, people get excited. Mayu Yamashita is one that has had some, AEW exposure before, and she's really good as well.
Yeah, the problem with bringing in some folks from the outside is you're going to want an AEW woman to win it. So that kind of spoils the
Well,
the
it
thing.
doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, they could make it to the semifinals and stuff. Like, I mean, you got to remember, like there's always like a guaranteed win guy in each block on the men's one too. I mean, we had Jay Lethal in there one year, and Daniel Garcia that year he went 5-1 or whatever it was. And Brody King was in there to I'll job for pay. Like I think Andrade was in there, and he was on his way out, and he won a bunch of matches. So they can do whatever they want. But I would also say, like, I'm not sure I would do it. Saying all that, like, I mean, obviously the time is right and everything, but I feel like if you do it too close to the men's, it's going to be compared to the men's, and it's probably not going to be as good. So you'd probably want it separate, like, so maybe in the summer, but then they already have the Owen. So I don't know when you would do it.
We got to run this thing, man. We cannot worry about the perception of these matches as not being up
So
to
just do
snuff with
it
the
do it at the
dudes.
same time then, and have like November, December be C2 season, and all the matches on TV are C2 matches.
Right. I would do something like that.
You can do that.
The
Yeah.
other thing that you could do is kind of like what you said is if you wanted to start it early, you could kind of do start one of the tournaments a couple weeks early just to kind of get ahead of
Yeah.
things. But yeah, so I don't know if they're going to do it. I would love to see it just because I think we have this idea of how much women's wrestling means to television and why there's only sometimes one women's match, and this would really force them to put
Yeah.
many women's matches on, and some matches in the main event segment and some matches in the opening segment, and so you'd really be able to test and experiment with if you and I think Tony would be up to the challenge of trying to book it to make it very, very interesting.
Mhm.
So I would do it, but the the thing is that then you're creating another women's singles title.
Yeah.
And so you
They've
only
already got
have
like 5.
and so do you have now 3 women with titles? Do you have, not counting ROH, do you put 2 of the titles on one of the women? Like, that's something that they would have to think about,
They'll
but
do the thing where they say, okay, since Athena and Mercedes and Tony are in it, all 3 of their belts are on the line. So the winner is the Triple Crown champion, which won't be all 3 belts. It'll be a 4th belt.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So Lady B also mentioned, doing a women's blood and guts
Yep.
match, and you could do more cage matches, like the
Mhm.
women's all-star version of whatever this main event was, this death match for no reason.
You could add something like that on the September 20th show too. I know a lot of their fans really want to see something like that. I don't know if they could do a blood and guts because I don't know if the building is set up for it, but if it's possible, I would definitely think about doing it. Tony's been asked about the women's C2 as well, and he basically the excuse he gave was the same one about the tag team titles, like it's injuries,
But
so
we
it's just
just named 12 women
yeah,
that I
all
think would be
available.
pretty good.
Yeah. Now, yeah, and I mean, yeah, it holds up the belts, but that's fine. Because these are theoretically really big matches, and and your TV can revolve around them, and people. I think the C2 has a reputation now that it's appointment viewing for a segment of fans. So if you add women into that, hopefully by extension, they can have that as well.